So hey, welcome back to this walkthrough series of SpaceBourne 2. This is a new sort of style of video for me. I normally do preview videos of upcoming space sci-fi games. But hey, this game looked good, I wanted to give it a try. I've previewed the game and now I've done one episode, so this is episode 2. Last time we created our character, we did the opening mission, and there was tutorials for flight and for combat. We did a great mission that introduced the spacesuit flight mechanic. We went to small space stations and big space stations, and so far it's been fun. So just to bring you up to speed, we've now collected all the robotic parts, and we are now heading down to see somebody in this big station who may be able to put this robot together for us. So with that introduction being said, let's continue the adventure together. The interiors do look a little basic, as you'd expect. Ship manager, let's have a look at this. So I'm going to actually save that for a later date. Elevators, landing ports. Elevators. This reminds me a little bit of Star Citizen and how they set up their space stations. Yep. Looks like you got services there. And we're now into the main station. What I do appreciate about this versus Star Citizen is the loading times are a bit quicker. In Star Citizen, sometimes you take the space elevator and it takes some time to get to where you want to be.
The next flight will be in 231 hours. Passengers going to the Terra system can be requested to go to the domestic SpaceBourne 14.
Okay, fast travel. I'll save that. But yeah, this station looks pretty cool. There's people walking around. I look forward to getting to know some of the races in this game. I have no idea about them at this stage. Okay, there's another fast travel point there. Okay, let's have a chat with this Smen.
How can I help? Of course, that's what I do for a living. Let me see the pieces. Now that's a beautiful thing. It's been decades since I've seen a similar model. It must be more than 50 years old. Fascinating. Yes, I can do that, but it will cost you both time and money. Okay, if I should be repairing this guy, it will cost you something for sure. You need to understand that it's pretty hard to get the right spare parts, but I fear that without those, I won't be able to get him back to life. Now it depends on you. I could do that for you, but it will cost you a significant amount of TY, and it will take at least 2 hours. But I've got a proposal for you. Instead of paying me, you could do a small job for me, while I'm putting your robot back together. Otherwise, just pay me 600 TY, and come back later.
Don't think I've got 6,000 TY.
It is easy as I said. I have not been able to reach a friend for a while, who has been living on planet Zunvars. I want you to...
Okay, let's go to planet Zunvars.
Great. I'm adding the location of the place where he lived to his scanner.
I look forward to landing on a planet again. I mean, this looks pretty cool. For the second time, let's fast travel back. We need to go to the landing pad, I think. Okay, back up the elevator. Don't know if it matters which one. Ah, that's a nice shot. Again, it reminds me of Star Citizen, albeit a budget version, but it still looks nice. dropship landing on the landing pad next door. Gives it a kind of a living feel to the universe here. Let's get back in my ship.
Landing gear retracted.
So we're flying to the planet Zenvars. Look at that. There's a city of Zenvars. There's a few villages, lots of outposts, a picket, a lair, a pit, lots to see on the planet. I'm going to the city of Zenvars. Be interesting to see if planets have single biomes or if there's multiple biomes. So let's go.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Okay, there's Zenvars. So to land on a planet, I believe we fire up the warp drive, which is the B button, and then
Warp drive online.
follow the same routine I would for going to warp.
Weapons online. The surface align process is
Okay, here we go.
waiting for
Planetary
the
entry. It's kind of kicked me out to third person view. Oh, I like the raindrops on the windscreen, that looks pretty good. Oh, lightning.
Something wrong. Check Coron's lab.
Planet looks pretty nice. There's 70 km/h winds out there, and you can actually feel it on the ship, which is pretty impressive for an indie game. It's kind of pushing me around a bit. Really does feel like you're in a storm here. So I need to go and figure out what's happening with Coron. So let's just land here.
landing gear deployed.
It's a real atmosphere here. We really are in a storm here.
I knew it. These are Coron's men, and I'm sure they know you're here. Don't stand a chance against the mercenaries of Coron's with that equipment of yours. You need better equipment. I know where Coron hides his stash. Let me show you.
So, just got a load of new stuff. Will I have time to equip it before the mercenaries arrive?
I'm seeing drop ships approaching your area. Get ready.
Okay, the pressure's on now. I mean, this shotgun is absolutely ridiculous. It's kind of one-shotting people. If I can get close enough to them. Look at that, that's crazy. I mean, these are level 1 soldiers, to be fair, but this gun just like blows them to bits. Okay, my armor's down to half now. Oh, wow.
Quarren is not here. I'm sure they took him down to the research centre in the cave.
Oh, where are you going, buddy?
Or would you go to the cave by elevator and check it out?
Let's have a look at these weapons then for a moment. I have some points to put into the pilot if I want to, but perhaps I'll do that later on. Let's get down to that cave. Okay, here we are. Yes, the new pistol looks pretty good. This cave is massive. I wonder how many different unique caves this game has.
Yes. Dead. How? Damn it. I told him not to mess with Quarren. Wait a second. Do you see any AT documentation around? It should be in a small mechanical box.
Not sure I approve of Quarren's research, to be fair.
Damn! It must not fall into Quarren's hands. Fortunately, we had a tracking device attached to the AT document. Just wait a sec. I know I'm asking a lot from you, but Quarren stole the AT document and is about to leave the atmosphere. You must catch him immediately. According to my screen, there's a cargo ship directly overhead. The AT document must be in a container on that ship. Please don't let them escape.
Right, let's go and get this document then. Right, I think I need to get into my ship. Cargo ship's up there, so let's get into my ship.
Landing gear retracted.
The storm and weather effects are really adding to the atmosphere of this mission. I'm really enjoying the weather.
Of course.
Right, let's take these guys out.
You can't get on the ship unless you destroy them first.
Target shields down. Target destroyed.
I mean, these guys are not really presenting much of a challenge. But again, this is all early days. I'm sure the difficulty is going to ramp pretty high pretty quick.
Target shields down. Target destroyed.
Damn it. The
Overheat.
cargo ship is accelerating. If it leaves the atmosphere, we lose it. Damage its engine now.
Right, let's go and take this engine out. Is that right? Am I doing the right thing?
Good. It can't go anywhere. Now get off the ship. Get on top of the cargo ship to check the containers one by one. I'm sure it's in one of them.
On planets with gravity below 14.2 ms², you can use the spacesuit as a jetpack. For this, eject from your ship. When you have a
Cool.
surface to land on, you can shut down your jetpack with the G key.
Right, I've got to land on this cargo ship.
That takes the cake. They have guard drones. Watch out.
Okay, let's check these documents.
It's not in here.
I'm a sitting duck here. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get to the next container.
Not here. Damn it. Please keep looking.
These blasted drones. Oh, there we are. Lots of loot.
Here it is. Will explode while you're on it.
Let's get back to my ship.
Shield recharging. Target destroyed.
Right, it's telling me to shoot the gas canisters.
Weapons overheat. Shield recharging.
More drones are trying to take me out. I'm having no joy here. I wonder if I should get out my ship and shoot them with my pistol. Let's give that a try. I mean, I don't want to get too close to these things.
Okay, that's enough. Get out of there and get on your ship now.
Get into my ship quick. Is this thing gonna go?
That's it. I can't thank
Whoa.
you. Please bring me the AT documents. And as promised, your robot is about to be repaired.
Well, I have to say, I really enjoyed that mission, the whole thing. I thought the weather was really atmospheric. I liked the cave. Jumping out my ship to jump onto a cargo vessel was fun. I'm just overall really impressed with this game so far. We haven't even got to the faction building part of it just yet. Just establishing the shooting and the looting at the moment. Let's get back to Sonak Station then.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
I know I'm doing a bit more now with this landing procedure.
Docking request granted. In order to use station services, please dock to the port reserved for you in the next minute.
The warping around the edge of the screen is bugged out again, it seems. I'm hoping that will disappear after I land.
Landing gear deployed.
Nope, still here. Might need to exit and reload the game again like I did last time. First of all, let's get down to see our friend Sem. I think I will use the fast travel this time. It was the marketplace. Right, I'm going to take this opportunity to reload the game to get rid of this little visual bug. There, it's gone.
I can't believe what you just did there. You were great. As promised, I repaired your robot. However, only the B drive was operational. This means that only the head of the robot was working. But after all you've done for me, I didn't want to settle for that. I found a very clean robot from the junkyard and uploaded your robot's B drive to a newer model droid. As a matter of fact, you will have a new generation multifunctional droid with the brain of your old robot. These SR-11 models are very athletic, able to fight and even... You know what I mean?
I think I do know what you mean.
Ah, I almost forgot. I collected to ship weapons and to upgrade components for you. I'm sure they're better than the ones loaded on your ship. Thanks again. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
So this looks to be my upgraded robot. Drain, let's have a chat.
This exoskeleton, it is different. It's you. I was an old colleague of your father's. I had promised him I would watch over you and thought I had failed him. But here you stand before me. It's understandable you don't remember me. After all, you were just a baby when we parted ways. My designation was 3-Vid Commander of the WRA. I was the right hand of the great general, your father.
This is the final boarding call for passengers booked on flight.
World Resistance Army, an organization founded by your father.
The final checks are being completed, and the captain will order for the door.
Freedom.
Spacecraft to
For that,
This is the final
I need to
warning.
start from the beginning.
Thank you.
Cinematic. Okay. The cinematic is not finished yet. The hazards of playing a game in early access.
Today. Now the responsibility falls onto you to continue what your father started. That is to unite and liberate the entire human race. Your father was no terrorist. He was a great resistance leader. The true terrorists are the current leaders of this galaxy. Do you call living in secrecy freedom? I know how the council of these leaders works. If they were ever to discover your cities, they would slaughter all the Earthlings. So tell me, is this really how you want to live? In fear? At this time, I see that it is pointless to try to convince you. You said you're a freelance pilot, correct? Then I have a job for you.
This is the pre-boarding announcement for Flight 89B to Soka Systems. We are now inviting those passengers...
Your father's
small
former
children,
second-in-command,
and any
Anchor.
passengers requiring special
He is in
assistance
prison.
to begin boarding
I want you to break him out.
Please have your boarding pass
In
and
return,
identification date.
I will give your father's
When we are
armor.
boarding, begin in approximately
It is priceless.
1 minute time. Thank you.
Of course. I am a man of many... Correction. A woman of many plans now, I suppose. You'll need to travel to the planet Zeta. Specifically the prison district. Take out any of the hostels and free Anchor. Great. Let's discuss the details then. Nirax, a world organization leader, has devised a prison raid plan. We will need to join this raid and extract Anchor before the prison is destroyed. What is the date today? We are still 50 moons away, but I can move up the schedule. No issues there. Every worldly organization is loyal and will follow your father's and Admiral's orders. We have plenty of time should you need it. I would recommend you use this free time wisely. There are various guilds throughout the galaxy that you can join. By becoming a member, you can gain experience and reap the unique benefits offered by each guild. There is a guild section in the main interface. There you can find the location of the closest branch of each guild. I would suggest joining the Freelancers Guild first. The types of missions they offer will enhance your piloting skills, and this will in turn allow you to equip higher tier upgrades. The choice is of course yours to make. If you don't mind, I would like to join your crew. As a co-pilot, I bring many years of experience that will be of benefit to you. Wise choice. As a co-pilot, my first advice would be to upgrade your weapons. Smen's weapons are and should be better than what you're currently using. It would be wise to equip them before we encounter any further hostiles. Let's be on our way then.
Very interesting conversation with Drain. We've learned a little bit about the history of the game, of the SpaceBourne universe. Humanity seems to be very much hiding from an unknown threat, or the rulers of this galaxy wanting to wipe out humans, and so as a result we have hidden cities. I've learned that my father used to lead a resistance organisation that I have no interest in being part of at this stage, and that Drain used to work with him in some way. So that was all very interesting. I'm intrigued to see how the story will unfold. We have some upgrades to put in our ship, we have some guilds to join. I think I'll take Drain's advice and join the freelancer Guild to earn some coin, but this video has already hit 30 minutes and I said that each episode would be about 30 minutes long, so I'm going to finish this video here. But again, a really enjoyable time with this game. I really enjoyed that mission. I thought the atmosphere of the planet was superb, really lent itself well to the tension of the mission of literally landing on a cargo ship after taking out their engines and not only grabbing the documents I need, but actually looting the ship. I wonder if that would be a mechanic for a pirate playthrough at some point. But yeah, again, really enjoying this game. I did commit to making 3 of these episodes, depending on people's thoughts on this series. You know what, I think I'm enjoying it enough that even if very few people watch this series of videos, I think I might carry on making them anyway, because it is enjoyable. We'll see how far we get anyway. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts and comments below. I do read them all. But until next time, take care.